Good morning, everybody. How are ya? Welcome to the farm. Oh my goodness. I start here because this is my ritual anyways. This has got to be done. So today it is Q&A day. Answer some questions. Everyone also gets some updates a little bit early until some more people chime in here. Good morning, Diane. But look at this little sweetheart over here. Look at her. Her temp is down. She's walking around. She was at 106.3 last night. So she's doing good, except why is her mouth dribbling? Oh boy, always something. Port Angeles, Washington. I grew up in Washington. All right. So the Q&A is actually, I wrote the answers down yesterday, or the questions down yesterday, and I went over them. So we're going to let these guys out real quick so I can go get the bottles set up. Hello, who wants to come out? Hello? Come on. Look, here comes Hope. Here comes little Hope. Yeah, she's got it. Hope is good. Who's stuck in here? Oh, sorry. There's one goat in here who didn't get up. All right. Guys, down the runway. Get your exercise in. Come on. Let's get our exercise in the morning. Come on. Let's go. Let's do our stretches. Oh, we're going to stretch. Yeah. Stretch in the morning. Feels good. Hope, what you doing over there? Can you get Hope? Choking me. Hi, Bentley. Are you doing exercises too? Yes, he's doing exercises. Ready?
Oh, that's a stuffy nose, like very stuffy.
Oh. Hi, can you get a paper towel? Oh. She's got wood chips stuck to her face.
I thought it was a stuffy nose.
She had these fluffy wood shavings stuck right to her face. Okay, ready? Get your exercise in. Come on. You run.
My poop.
Hop, hop, hop. Oh, you're going to run over. It's part of growing up. All right, they're hungry. Let's feed them. How about that? Come on, guys. Let's go into the feeding area. And your home. Let's set the bottles up. Hold on, getting the camera set up, guys. Good morning, everyone. 130 of you here. Hi from UK, Washington, Kittitas County. I graduated out of Kittitas High School. All right, guys, come on. Where's my bottles at?
Right here.
Okay, can you grab my notebook? Here we go. Food time. So we're going to do the Q&A in just a minute. I got to get these guys started. I wanted to wait until you come. Oh, no, I don't have 3 questions to answer. Flip around. Flip the pages. Hon, I need you to get these goats in here so they can eat.
Sorry.
Yes, can you help get these goats in here? Gotta eat.
They're eating already.
What are they eating?
No, I'm talking to them.
Come on, Mel. Let's go.
Come on, no. Go in there. Guys,
No,
come
there's
on.
all these nipples to eat off.
Come on, guys. There's
There you
bottles
go,
in
Hope.
there.
Well, Hope, I don't think you're ready to drink off this stand yet.
Come on. Go
I'm
in.
gonna give you some
Guys, come on.
privately.
It's not
You and me,
good
one-on-one.
inside. There's bottles in there.
Come here. They think it's playtime. There we go. They're going slowly. They're going. All right. Are they all in? Okay. No. Guys, drink. Ian. Alright, I'm not going to obviously be able to sit in my own seat here. I don't think that's going to happen. Because I'm going to get jumped on. Hi, Hope. Alright, good morning. Whew. That was a little bit of chaos. Is every morning. Chaos never ends. I do this 3 times a day on my indoor goats. Oh yeah, here. I'll take my... Can you open it up to the first page? This is Q&A on 7-Eleven Animal Heaven. This is Justin, Stoneman Family Farms out of Pennsylvania. We are in Fleetwood, Pennsylvania, Berks County, Amish land. Not all Amish land, but there's more Mennonites than Amish. Very awesome to see horse and buggies go by pretty much on a daily basis. My neighbors, are Mennonites, and I enjoy the countryside. I enjoy all this. On the first page. So, what I did with the Q&A, guys, is I went ahead and asked you guys in a separate post what kind of questions you would have for me and on the farm here, or my wife, or anything that you might be interested in. And I wrote them all down, and I'm going to answer them. It's hard to look at the phone at the same time, so I'm going to chill with the goats here and answer your questions, and hopefully it goes good. I'm not going to be able to look at the phone until afterwards. So, Hope. Oh, before we get started with the Q&A, guys, I'm going to show you our little Cinnamon. She had 106.3 fever yesterday. She is doing good now, though. Her fever dropped to 103. I'm going to have to check it again. She survived the night. It was pretty rough. I got up every 4 hours and gave her antibiotics and baby aspirin. She was down and out at one point, and she had pneumonia. I'm almost 100% sure. Was in contact with the vet multiple times. But she's doing great now. Pooping all over my couch. Not in here with the other guys. So that's great. Hi, everybody. All right, great. So let's figure out the best position for this camera and for me to sit, where I'm going to sit at. And I think that was a pretty good spot. Oh, you're going to the bathroom. I can't sit. All right, here we go. We're going to start with okay, another game plan. Let's see. We're going to start with, maybe we won't get through it all today. I don't know. We're going to start with Lisa Lindsay. Are they hard to care for? The goats, I'm assuming you're asking. If you have 2 goats, not hard to care for. If you have 3 goats, obviously the more you add. If you start breeding or getting young ones, what's your definition of hard? Did you grow up in a farm? What's your background? It can be fairly tough. Is it hard for me? It's part of the reason I had to make a career change. It's time. There's a lot of time and dedication. How healthy do you want your herd to be? So, are they hard to care for? If you just had a couple of backyard goats, I would say absolutely not. Very easy to care for. All right, Patty and Francis, how does your wife feel about a goat pen behind the living room couch? I hate it. Is what she said. Sorry, Patty didn't say that. And so, yeah, she hates it. That was her very first answer, exactly. And then she says, I can't read all this because my writing is so atrocious. She said even though it makes tons of wood chips and it's a mess all the time and it stinks, she knows that it's best for the animals, and that we're gonna look back at this and think about how crazy we were, and we're just creating some memories. So she'll put up with it. So yeah, she's dealing with the goat pen behind the house or the couch. Lisa Smith, why are there so many babies not nursing for their mothers? All right, here we go. Are we ready for this one? For example, this goat, there's triplets. It's Sassy, Oreo, black and white ones. Sassy, Oreo, and I'm waiting for Cameron to give me a name for this last one. They came from another farm who, for whatever reason or another, they gotta go. I'm the guy that's willing to take care of them. So they were from another farm. Obviously, Little Hope, Mom started to accept her and then rejected her after a few days. And we'll get to that later. That's another question. Mel over here. Come here, Mel. Well, Mel's the white one. His mom had mastitis. I was allowing him to stay with her, but she was not producing any milk at all. So Mel, unfortunately, had to go. Go inside the house. Stop. I won't be able to read that. So mastitis is when the mama doesn't produce any milk. It was just completely bone dry. So yeah, mastitis, smell, rejection, purchase from other farms, and sometimes auctions. I'm not a sanctuary, but I provide a safe haven for these guys, and we find them forever homes later. Kind of more like a rehoming situation, / farm / some of them come to mind. All right, any pygmy goats from Sam Johnson? These are all Nigerian dwarfs. We have some pygmies outside that I've picked up. Pygmies. I think I'm gonna go get. Cinnamon to snuggle with, because she's sitting on the couch by herself. Be right back. All right, if you can still hear me, yeah. So the pygmy goats, we have some outside, some pygmies, and some pygmy crosses. All right. Coming back over, Heidi Hepler from, I have no idea where. I feel like I am Mrs. Doubtfire on that little TV show. Hi. Well, I'm not even going to try. I'll just embarrass myself. Hey there, Cinnamon. So I'm an old Cinnamon that you guys know. She survived the night. Heidi Hepler. With all the benefits of goat milk, you ever thought about selling the milk and cheese? Yes, we have thought about it. It would be an awesome thing to do, but my lord, my hands are full already. How could I even go about setting up the milking stands and purchasing the equipment and having a, I don't even have a renovated kitchen yet in this old farmhouse, so it's just not on the cards for us at the moment. So, maybe one day we'll get around to doing that. Oh, hi. This one here is the one I'm waiting for Cameron to give me a name for. Barb Griffith. Renting goats for clearing land. There's a company called rentagoat.com there in California. They rent large goats for land clearing, especially like conservation and there you go, good girl. And fire barriers and things like that. And they make really good money. The guy has a herd of like 50,000 goats though. It takes a lot of goats for land clearing, and I'd be set up more for the commercial operation of goat farming, transporting them around, and I feel like there would be a lot more problems. But I will offer up my goats, the large ones, the adults, for land clearing, but for rental, just gotta hit me up. So that's an option. Let's see, Nellie Joni, why a farm? Seems like a lot of work. Yeah, I mean, a farm is a lot of work. I don't know what to say. Why a farm? It kind of chose us. Why so many goats? Goats are our specialty. We love them. And are the pigs for pets? Yes, they're for pets too. We do not eat them. I've never killed a pig in my life. Well, I can't say that. Long time ago, was on a hunt, a boar hunt or something like that. All right, Jill Cardona. Did Hope survive? Well, as you can see, Hope survived. She's good. Gail Blevins. How long have we been farming? Well, we got this house almost 4 years ago. Immediately got, a couple chickens and 2 goats. So if you wanted to consider the first year of farming, oh wait, and then the next day we got pigs. So a couple of years. We've been farming. Patty, how has it been since I quit my job? Do I get paid from here? Do I get money from stars? Do we have a donate me on here? We would love to donate to the farm. I don't know what a donate me is yet. I didn't have time to look it up. We have a GoFundMe page. Set one up because there are a lot of people like this asking. I didn't realize that you could monetize your content on Facebook. Monetize means make some money. Stars, 100 stars is worth 1 cent on my end. I don't know what it costs you guys. So, if I ask or put on there, can I get 10,000 stars, that's only $10 in support. So yes, I do get paid from that. I'm trying to work on monetizing YouTube, and a couple other in-ad things. Hopefully we can generate some income for the farm via on this, because yes, I quit my job and I took a pay cut to take care of these animals, basically. So, and the GoFundMe, I'll put it in the link. Randy, can your goat see a vet? Well, we're in a very rural area, and a lot of farmers around here. Are you hungry? Are you trying to tell me something? Almost all the vets around here. There you go. There's only one farm vet. The other veterinarians around here, right local, don't see goats. So Dr. Hoschel down in Ole, he's my man. Texting with me. I've been talking to him. I have an animal health store right down the street where I can get all the meds. They still sell antibiotics and whatnot. So we do the vet stuff ourselves. Got over 100 animals on the farm, and if I went to the vet for every time there was a stuffy nose or I thought something was wrong, it just wouldn't be possible. I'd have to refinance my house. Or we just wouldn't be farmers. So I have to take on a lot of that myself and learn how to be a farm vet of your own animals. And I know my animals better than the vet, honestly. And if I can diagnose them and treat them, I think we're good. Okay. Patty, have I watched Arms Family Homestead? Yes, I've seen them over there. They sell merch. We should consider it too. I will consider it. We've been talking about it. Maybe some Hope t-shirts, maybe some goat calendars. Not sure. But yeah, again, time to focus. My wife is a kindergarten teacher now, and I'm doing this, and it kind of takes up all my time. So eventually I'll get there. Elizabeth Stokes. Hi Liz. I don't know if you're watching right now. Did we buy this place with the intention of farming, and what was the gateway animal? No, we didn't buy this place with the intention of farming. My wife was driving by the house one day on a Sunday after church, and she saw this house for sale, and it said for sale by owner, and so we went crazy because she called me up. I see this cool old farmhouse, and we always thought it would be neat to have a farmhouse. So we quickly called the lady and said, we're interested. Can we come see it? She wasn't very friendly over the phone. Hi, Marty, if you're watching. She was selling it for Shirley Sachs. Shirley's the lady who lived here for 50, 60 years, who just passed away. You're eating that marshmallow. Or, my brain is frazzled. Got so much going on here. So she wasn't friendly over the phone, and when we got here, she was a little short with us, but we fell in love with it. It was disgusting. It was bad. Loaded with stuff. I mean, it's not any better, really, except the 2 rooms I did upstairs. And I'm sorry if I'm boring you today with my Q&A. It's not so much cutie patootie run around goats. We got a little bit of that in this morning. And we'll get more of that in on other videos, but there's just a lot of questions that people wanted to ask. So anyways, Marty showed us the house, and me and my wife decided when we got back home, we wanted it so bad because it was on 12 acres of land, and we were excited. We offered her $5,000 deposit that night and said, let's do it. And we hadn't even sold our house yet that we were living at, and it was contingent on that. So we had to jump through a bunch of hoops to get it figured out. But in the long run, it worked out. We got the place, and I will have to update you guys on a little story later. We'll get to some other questions. But Marty, remind me later to tell him what we did to the house before we even owned it. All right. Well, that was the story of the house.
My shoelaces are not pretty good.
I love you, but I really have a lot of questions to get to. Okay. Thank you. Isn't she cute? She's cute. Kids just want attention. All right. Whew. Should I get through all these answers? I don't know if I will or not. All right. Lynn Kelsey, could you feed the animals in the AM and the PM and still go to work? Not on this farm. If you had less animals, sure, but between all the farm chores and fixing this and fixing that and going to get this and going to get that, coming back at lunch to feed these guys, I was working up until a few months ago. Regular job, get up, do the chores, go run, go to work, and then we started doing a lot more of the babies, and it just got too much. It got too much. I couldn't do it anymore. I had to make a decision. Get rid of some animals, downsize, quit the job, do the animals. So no, not in my this circumstance. I couldn't. Did we always dream of living this kind of life with animals and remodeling from the time that I am? I always wanted the land to live in. I always wanted to be as rural as I could get out in the country and just be kind of free and open. And so I wouldn't say I always wanted this. My wife would say she didn't always want a dirty house and live in renovating conditions, but we love it. We've said multiple occasions that we wouldn't trade it for anything. Jody, are these Nigerian dwarf goats? Yes, these are Nigerian dwarfs, and then I do pick up other ones that are pygmies and lamanches and crosses and mixes, but I only breed Nigerian dwarfs on my farm. They're a registered herd. They're all healthy. Everyone's healthy. Been blood tested, disease free. All right, Nicole Bryant, are they all pets or sent off for other purposes? They're just pets. When I sell them, I find forever homes for them. So, pigs stay here until their natural death, so that'll be good. Obviously, the dogs stay here. We're not vegetarians or vegans, I'm sorry to tell you people. We do eat meat and do get a cow once a year for butcher that we don't name and we don't get super close with. And we fill our freezer and feed our family of 6. Thank you, God, for providing. Cat, do you rent goats year-round? Yes, we do. We started a goat rental program. I'm going to have to tell you this story here, how this all started. So my wife and I started getting all these animals, and The feed bill was getting atrocious. It was very expensive, just all of the money we were putting into this. And my wife says in June-ish, hey, maybe a little bit more before June, we should do goat snuggling to make a little extra money to help support the farm. And I said, well, you're crazy. No one's going to want to snuggle goats. And we just happened to have a bunch of baby goats at that time. So we called up the Kutztown Folk Festival, sent an email over there and asked them if they'd be interested in having us. And they were ecstatic, and they paid us to be there. And so we knew we were going to go there. My wife made a bunch of business cards that said goat yoga, petting zoo, yada yada. And we ended up going there, passing out a lot of business cards, making some good money. And then next thing you know, the phone starts ringing with people wanting to book birthday parties or going to nursing homes, which we've been to some. So at this point, I'm still working my job, and then we started doing other things to go to. So then we do another festival and another festival, and then we realize that, hey, if I do enough stuff around the farm, I think I could probably quit, but at some point I had to make the jump. So I did. I just made the jump, left, and decided this was going to be full time. So my wife's crazy idea turned into this as a profession. And then I had a crazy idea, and I said, let's rent them out. Because when you go to a goat snuggling event like that at the fair or whatever, and these goats are sitting in people's laps, every child says to their parents, Mom, Dad, can I have a goat? Can I have a goat? And of course the answer is no, because most of them live in a very different situation than I do. So I said to one guy one day, hey, why don't you just rent this goat out? Rent the goat out. Just take it home with your daughter. Go to the park. And, oh, you're getting stomped on. And he said, okay, sure, sounds good. So him and his daughter took Opal, it was our goat, and headed off. That was her first jump. I don't know if you guys caught that. Hope jumped out of my lap. And they had a blast, and they let the goat eat some poison ivy. They went to the park. It was great. So the guy said, we're renting goats out. She said, you're crazy. We created their website for goat rentals, and pretty much on the weekends, on Saturdays mainly, Sundays, we rent goats. We have a straggler here and there in the week who decides they want to rent a goat. So hopefully, and it's for entertainment purposes. It's not for the, oh goodness. I'm not going to be able to read that question. Oh gosh. Yeah, the goat just ripped a piece of the paper off. Okay, so anyways, I went on a tangent there, didn't I? Sorry about that. Anna Verpinski. When did our farm life begin? August 2019 when we bought this place, but I wouldn't say exactly August because we didn't get animals right away. I don't know if I can even be seen since that camera got knocked over. And do I even have any viewers? Let me double check. Oh, I do. 219. So not a bunch. Yeah, I know it's a boring one, guys. It's a boring one. And I'm sorry, but I feel like I got to get through these questions and you can watch this back later. No. And when I was a kid, I grew up, when I was a teenager, I ended up out on a farm, but it was mainly a hay farm. Nicole, are they all pets? So we answered that one. Rental, yes. Anna Gale, do you think you would have volunteers on the farm to help? Yes. Hey, I want to give a shout out to Alyssa, Cameron, Abby, and Alex, and Kaylee Rickard. Thank you guys. Those are our main volunteer group that usually come out. We will take volunteers. Usually it's when we're having something going on at the farm, when we can't handle it all. But, you know, a volunteer to help with farm chores, I don't know who would want to volunteer to do that. But if you do, go ahead. If you're local in the Berks County area and you'll want to volunteer to help clean and stalls and just straighten up and take care of some animals, give me a call. Find me on my website, or it's 267-231-6257. There you go. All right. Thank you, Gail, for that question. Lynn, what breed do we sell? What breeding do we sell in the fall? Yes, we already talked about that. Do we sell in the fall? So we sell. You can get rid of a goat between like 8 and 10 weeks once it's weaned from its mom is mainly the key factor. But we get rid of them when they're too big to snuggle, which by the time you get them for sale, and it's any time of the year, whenever we have our kids, we don't just breed or pick up goats just one time a year. It's kind of we've just been doing it since July with this business type model. So we're going to have goats year round, I believe. And yeah, and once they're too big to sit in your lap, then you're going to find them a forever home, a good forever home. What's in the formula? All the essential vitamins and nutrients that they need. Professional grade formula. What happened to Cinnamon? So I believe Cinnamon got, and I'm going to see if she wants me to hold her again, pneumonia. Either way, the treatment for pneumonia and listeriosis was pretty much the same, and she seems to be recovering quite well. Hi, Cinnamon. It was a rough night. Probably around like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock last night was the scariest moment. I really did think I was going to lose her. 106.3 fever, which in goats, that's high. It's definitely high. You don't want to stay? You gonna get down? You can always stay. It's okay. So she's doing good. A little wobbly on her feet, but managed to dodge the bullet on that one. Very scared. Karen Nichols, what happened? Nope, thank you, Karen, for that one. Sue, is there one animal on the farm that is your favorite? Well, my wife's favorite animal was a goat named Annabelle, which we lost to listeriosis, believe it or not, which is what the vet thought that Cinnamon had right here, and I think it was pneumonia, so we'll agree to disagree, but either way, this treatment was the same, so he helped me out tremendously. But Annabelle died from listeriosis. We had the vet out, and that was my favorite animal still to this day. She went on rides with us in the car, came to Tractor Supply, followed us everywhere. I took her on a leash to yard sales. Such a great little goat. Love you, Hannah. Have a good day at school. And then my favorite animal, well, that kind of changes on a daily basis. I can't pick. Some days Tom is my favorite animal, and some days Oreo is my favorite animal. I said for a long time Rocky was my favorite animal. He's our stud buck, but I don't know. I don't think he is anymore. I can't pick. Too indecisive. Jan, are the goats born with blue eyes, and do they change? Goats are born with the color eyes that they're gonna have for the rest of their life. So if they're blue, they're staying blue. If they're brown, they're staying brown. If they're mottled a little bit, then they're staying mottled. So goats keep their eye color, which is kind of cool. Why do I think Mama rejected Hope? Well, could be a couple different reasons, but pretty much from the start, she didn't bond with her as much as I think that she could have. On top of the fact that she only has 2 nipples and 3 kids, it was kind of tough. So she had to make a decision, and she bonded with her less because I spent a lot of time with her. And I think that was ultimately it. I don't think Mom will ever take her back. I've seen it happen before. I've had a goat reject both babies from not spending enough time with them or bonding. And whiskey is actually one of them that she never took whiskey back, but she did take Applejack back. Bye, Hannah.
I forgot my violin stuff.
Oh, okay. So rejection, I think it was a lack of bonding and the fact that Mama didn't have enough nipples. Come on up. There's plenty of room on my lap. Do all the baby animals get bottle fed from Marie? And would different animals require different formula? Well, all the goats, if they can stay with their mom, for the most part, will get bottle fed. Circumstantial whether or not they stay with mom or not. But yes, bottle fed there. It's formula. It's kid goat milk formula, replacer. It's specifically for goats. Cows, if I ever get cows, which I have, I'm going to be getting another cow, not for butcher, for my daughter's class, and they're going to follow the life of the cow on the farm. And I will bottle feed that cow with cow milk replacer. Do it in my beard. And then the pig likes to drink. Little Pearl likes to drink out of the bottle. I have no idea why, but pigs can eat everything, so I just let her eat that. All right. Shannon asked if I was a veteran. Yes, I am a veteran. I was in the National Guard. And then in 2008, I got activated to go to Iraq. So I did a tour over in Iraq with the 146th Expeditionary Signal Battalion out of Florida. I was in inactive reserve. Got stop loss while I was over there. A lot of that probably means nothing to you guys, but yes, I was overseas and away from my family. Very tough time in my life, and I'll have to go into that later because that whole story could take a long time. But yes, I'm a veteran, and thank you for your thanks. Oh gosh, well, did you eat more of this than I thought? Yeah, the whole top of the page is gone. Oh man, I lost some questions, guys. Mary Leipzig, I don't know, where in Pennsylvania, I think? Ah, man. Okay, can't read it. It's gone. I think asked me where I was at. I'm in Pennsylvania, Fleetwood, Pennsylvania, Berks County. Lynn Roberts, half of your questions here. I'd love to feed the animals for an hour or two. Would it be possible, and how do I schedule? Yeah, I would love to take on some people when I'm not busy. You kind of just, we're not open to the public as far as like a commercial operation yet. I'm not like Dowstone Farms over there with Farmer Pete. That's not my setup yet, although I wouldn't mind getting to that level, but how does one get to that level? You gotta start somewhere. So if you want to stop by and see the animals, you just gotta shoot us an email or shoot me a text, and if I'm around, I don't have pricing set up for something like that. I would just accept donations. Out of the kindness of your heart, what you could do to help the farm would be great, and if you have nothing to give, that's why it's called a donation. Out of the kindness of my heart, I would show you my animals and my farm. And I have done that before. Okay, so yeah, sorry about that, Lynn. Renee, do the cows have another source of water other than that little stream? That little stream goes all the way down to the cows, and then it turns into a big pond. They have a very big area. If that pond ever dries up, which it has in the dry months, I huff out the water to them, and they collect the water from me. So, yeah, the cows do get plenty of water, and that's always one of my fears is I'm not getting enough water for the animals. But I always see everyone peeing, so we're good. What kind of farming purpose? Why are we raising them? Cindy, this is to Cindy. What kind of farming is this? Well, I'd say it's called addiction farming. It started with, a couple chickens, and then a goat, and some pigs, and more goats, and it just kind of became an addiction because we love the animals. I'd say it's an entertainment type farm. It's more of a, I had to get a petting zoo license. Excuse me, I'm getting stuffy. It snowed yesterday, and I need some more sleep. So anyway. What kind of farm? What's the purpose we're raising them for? Pets. and I couldn't get rid of them. And let's see, the expenses pay for the addiction, goat snuggles, renting. I don't know why I wrote all that there, but yes, we decided to try to make money off of this to cover the expenses of taking care of the animals. Right, Rebecca, are the goats mostly for visits? Are they milked? I don't milk them, I don't eat them, and yes, they're just for visits and pets. Is anybody bored yet? I keep going, but I have no way of, I'll double check. We'll see. If everyone logged off, then that means I should probably stop. I can't see because somebody's in the way there. 169, that's not bad. Okay. I guess I should stay on. I don't have my 300 viewers like yesterday, so I'll stay on. I'll keep answering the questions, guys. Rebecca, are the goats mainly for... Yeah, we got that. Catherine, why we decided to start a farm? Well, the farm chose us. What breed is Hope? Nigerian dwarf. We got a goat peeing over there. Hi. Snuggle, snuggle. When everything winds down, there's just nothing better than hanging out with the little baby goat. There's nothing better than it. Oh, they don't hold. Okay. Is our farm open to visitors? Well, I already answered that. Sometimes we have special events too, so you can check our website, come to our special events. One day when I get a barn and get this place better fencing, it just needs more work outside before I can really offer this as a place for people to come on a daily basis. I hope. Okay, so I'm gonna have to kick you out. It looks like Hope just stole your spot. Alright, what kind of pigs do we have? Well, they're Potbelly and Cooney Cross. Every pig I have out there I bought. And they were all sold to me as micro pigs. And if any of you have seen some of my videos here, you can see they don't say micro pigs. She landed on her feet, so we're good. Well, on our lower half. So yes, Cooney Crosses. Eliza, oh, that was from Tyra. Question about all the animals. Well, I think she's asking how many animals we have. So let's quickly go through this one here. 63 goats, 3 cows, 6 dogs, 30 koi, 15 goldfish, 11 ducks, 2 peacocks, 7 pigs, 7 cats, 40-ish chickens, 4 turkeys, 2 hamsters. I think that's about it. Okay, nailed that. Betty, did all the mamas reject them? No. We covered that question earlier. Are you all right over there? Not sure. Cinnamon is going to need some more medical attention when we're done with this, maybe. Are you hungry? Come on. Are you going to take a bottle for me? She's still congested. I gave her antibiotics this morning. Oh, okay. Don't want the food, but you're gonna have to drink. Alright, I'll let you down for now. All I can say is she fought off that fever, so I'm so happy. The rest of it, we can always tube feed her if she doesn't eat naturally, which I tubed fed her for the first time yesterday. I tubed her yesterday for the first time, and I've never tubed a goat, and that was the scariest thing in my life. Because I thought it was going to injure her. Okay, come on. You are most affectionate little Oreo. Yes, you are. Just wants to sit and stuff. Oh! Well, as you can see, it's very hard to get anything done on the farm. I have other animals that need to be fed too. But when you're trying to do something, you're always distracted by animals. And then you lose track in sight of what you were doing to begin with. Oh, okay. Moving on here. Betty asked if all the mamas rejected them. No, we covered that question. It's a variety of reasons. Pat, is our farm a children's Pat Minario or something from overseas? Is our farm for children's amusement? It's also for adults, because I don't know really too many adults that wouldn't enjoy this. Right, Peggy, how many months do I bottle feed until? How long before they're outside? I bottle feed for. Well, I could bottle feed forever if I wanted to. The more I bottle feed them, the friendlier they would be. I slow them down, obviously, as they get older. There's a couple goats that are out there that are still 5 months that I'll go out occasionally, throw them a bottle, and they love me for it. But as far as health-wise, 8 to 10 weeks, then they're kind of don't need the bottle as long as they're eating solid food and drinking water from a dish. They could be cut off from the bottle. So that's the answer for that one. Thank you, Peggy. Whoever wrote ones up there, something about dogs. Well, I have dogs, 6 dogs. Livestock guardian dogs out there. The Great Pyrenees stays out, and the Anatolian Shepherd year round. Snow, sleet, rain, heat, doesn't matter. They're bred for it. I take care of them. Don't worry. I'll shave them down if I need to. They have shelter to go into, but they are the reason that my birds are still alive and that I don't get foxes that come in here. And unfortunately, I don't really get to see deer on the property though because they also scare them away. So, Juanita, do we keep all our babies or rehome them? We choose. We pick and choose who we want to keep. We got the best of both worlds. So I'm thinking we're gonna keep Hope because Hope is a survivor. She's going to be a celebrity. Where you at, Hope? She's sleeping under the chair. So I think we're definitely going to keep Hope because how can you not keep Hope? If we get first choice, then why not? All right. Becky, can I come and play? Yeah, we talked about it a little earlier. Come and play. Just shoot me a text or whatever, and we just ask for a donation. Lori, I don't know what I wrote from YouTube. What do I do with the koi fish when it's freezing outside? My koi fish are in an old water cistern. It's a 10-foot deep water collection tank that was here, built in probably the 40s or the 50s, and it's warmer below the frost line, and I have an aerator down there, so it never freezes. We utilize that to scoop buckets of water from in the winter time. Never freezes. Could be 0 degrees, could be negative 100 degrees, because it's 10 feet deep. It's bringing up the ambient temperature from down below with the air stone to the top. So we've got moving water and we've got warmer water always coming to the surface. So koi fish live, and I don't need a heater. It's really nice. Talk about the cinnamon. Yes. So cinnamon, farm life, taking care of our own animals. So yes, I did mention it a little bit, but I do a lot, if not all of the farm care. I mean, you could call the vet's office, you could find out. I mean, I've had them here many times. But the more times you have the vet here, the more money you spend at the vet, and you just keep dumping it, the more I end up going to buy my own supplies and take care of my own things. Being in this type of farming environment, it's what's best for me financially to make it work. You know, what I've learned about taking care of these goats is you have to act fast, regardless of what it is. If you think it's just a cold, that could be pneumonia. And if that's pneumonia, that goat could be dead the next morning. If you think, just standing there with its head on the wall, it's going to be all right. Well, that could be listeriosis. That could be deadly, very quick too. A bloat, which could happen to any goat. If you don't pick up on that, a couple hours is all you got. So, yeah, you gotta keep yourself aware of your herd and your animals, and the best way to do that is to, well, if you know how to treat them too, is to watch your herd and take care of them. So yeah, I do that my own as much as I can, and I call the vet or text him or have him out here when I absolutely need him. We do all the birthings, the freshenings on our farm. My wife has had to go up in there past her, like wrists to get babies out. It's happened. I pulled Hope out of her mom. She was stuck in there. When I came out, there was just one leg sticking out, one rear leg. So, yeah, can't call the vet every time on this type of farming environment. It's just not going to happen. I think I'm about done with the questions. I got a couple left. And this is a Q&A for 7-Eleven Goat Heaven. Wendy, what makes you want to do this instead of your contracting job? Well, I had too many animals. I just had to make a choice. It's not that I wanted to. Yeah, the simple life. As a contractor, I was also self-employed. If I could have just taken a job with somebody as a contractor, you never make as much money, so that would have been difficult to try to support our farm off of a $15, $20 an hour job. Just wouldn't be possible with the amount of stuff we got going on, our mortgage and the animals and the kids. So I was doing my own contracting and doing the animals, and yeah, my point was I would totally have taken a salary job if somebody wanted to pay me $100,000 a year to be a contractor. And if you see my work, I think it's worth it. I do old barnwood, historic type renovations, but that wasn't in the cards for me. The goats kind of took over, and we're going to see where this goes. But thanks for the question, Wendy. Carissa. Did me and my wife have another profession before farming? Yeah, I was a contractor. I was in the military. And then for like 15 years, I was actually a bow and arrow maker. Bow stick archery and GI bow. I was selling bow and arrows online. I was making bows from Hollywood movies. My bows have been on CBS's Amazing Race, season 10, episode 2, or season 2, episode 10, where they went to Hungary and they were shooting flaming arrows. I made the bows for that. My bows were on Saturday Night Live, a couple of cinematic features. So, yeah, that's what I did for a long time, the bow and arrows. Thank you, Jim Boswell, for that profession. And then the military and the contracting. And I'll go into that some other time on what happened with all my changes in career. My wife, she's been steady. She went to college. She got a job, internship, and became a teacher, and she's been a teacher for the last, 20 years. She's a kindergarten teacher. So I'm the unstable one here, constantly changing my job. And Nancy, why did Hope's mom reject her? We talked about that. I just think it was the bonding thing. Stop eating that. Oh my goodness, everybody. So that answers all the questions, guys. Think at this point in time, I'm going to see if anybody's still watching or if I bored you all out. See if my phone was still even running. Could have been doing that for no reason. All right, not boring. Thank you. Cool. All right, some people said they couldn't hear me. Who is Hope? Well, Hope, this is Hope right here. Hope is a little girl that I brought back to life, or I brought to life. She was stillborn, full of lungs. I think she aspirated inside of her mama. And you can go back and look at the video. It shouldn't be too hard to find because it has like many, many millions of views. So that's little Hope. Look at her go. Look at her go. All right, so there's Hope. Thank you, Liz. Hi, Jackie. Jackie, yeah. Cool, you can hear. That's Mel right there. Ah. Okay. Let's see. This is Cinnamon. Not 100%, but better than yesterday. She was another sick goat. You're welcome, Mary. Hi, North Carolina. Oh, little tinkle tinkle. Good job. All right. Your new morning wake up show. All right. So, should we go out and check on Angelica and Tommy? I think so. Yeah, Hope is looking great. Good morning, Heidi. I think we should go check on Angelica and Tommy, look at the other animals, and at some point I have to put the phone down because I need my hands to feed all the animals. But as long as I can use one hand right now, I'm going to go ahead. If you don't want to watch, you can tune out. But we're going to go ahead and go out and do that. Hi from Texas. It's early there, isn't it? It's early in Texas. Yeah, Cinnamon. Yep, she's over here. She broke her fever last night. She was at 106.3. I brought her back down with rounds of antibiotics. Got her to drink a little bit of milk. Definitely, in my opinion, it was pneumonia. So, all right. I can't bring any of you guys out with me. We have to check on... well, the problem is I did get a Wi-Fi extender. I bought it off the marketplace. At some point today, I want to set that up because I don't get coverage. Hope I don't get coverage out in the tent, so I can't get out there quite yet until I get this extender set up. And yes, for anybody tuning in right now, this goat pen is behind my couch, and this is Bentley. Hi, Bentley. Okay, I'm gonna block you from my living room or my bedroom. Let's put this guy back first. Oh, I'm not going to try that. I've dropped too many goats in the last couple days trying to reach them over fences or whatnot. There you go. Meh. Meh. Okay. Covering up real quick. Head through my bedroom. I'm still here, guys. It's just my bedroom goes to the back deck. Because we don't have a bedroom yet. This is actually like an addition to the room, to the house. Alright, cool. Here we go. Watch this. Want to see something cool? Hello, everybody! Look at him go. Goaty goats! Good morning, Maisie! Good morning! Look at you smiling. Good morning, goats. The goats aren't coming out. It rained and snowed last night. All right, let's go. Let's go, Angelica and Tommy. Turn on the light. Here we go. Okay, how you doing, Ma? What I like to do is walk around and make sure everyone's alive and kicking and healthy and acting normal. I don't want anybody... Hi, Mom. Millie. This is Millie. That's Maisie over there. You gonna come in? You wanna come in and say hi? Alright, so here... This is where we got Angelica. Doing good. Ooh. Healthy. How do you look? Good. No runs. Everything's looking good on you. You're set. You're good. Mama, how you doing? That's what she was doing when little Hope was trying to drink. We're in Pennsylvania. Fleetwood, Pennsylvania. Tommy Pants. Somebody named him Pants. I named him Tommy. Now people have been calling him Tommy Pants. Angelica and Tommy, because they're naughty. Alright, Mama, you good? You good in here? All good. We have something like 63 goats-ish. I could go through and count. I know all their names. They stopped nursing around 8 to 10 weeks. We did the Q&A there. Oh, by the way, this Q&A, I answered all the questions earlier, but I'll answer some more right now. Are you coming out? Come on. Good job. Cinnamon's doing good. This is 2 fat pigs. This is Autumn right here. Hi, Autumn. Yeah, Cinnamon's doing good. She broke her fever last night. She had 106.3. Petunia, are you still out? Nobody put you back yet? She doesn't care. She's happy as a clam. And look, she wanted to leave. She could. There's no fence stopping her. There's no fence stopping this one from leaving. She just loves her home so much. This is where she wants to be. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, my question and answers, because I wasn't very close to the phone. Maybe I have to get an external mic. You know what? There's so much technology that I have to learn how to make this a better experience for everyone. So I'll look into an external microphone. Listen to that. Listen to that. Closest major city would be Reading, Pennsylvania. We're kind of right in between Philadelphia and like Harrisburg. Oh my goodness. All right, this is where I'm gonna need yeah, I could do that. I could go back and post the question and answers to the website. I think I'll do that. That might be a good one. No predator problems. I have Grayson, and I've got this one here. They're kind of nocturnal for the most part. There ain't no getting a good night's sleep around here without hearing dogs barking. Plus all the little ones are behind the fence. Here they all come. I can't go out there because I'll lose signal, and then the video quality gets very poor the further away I get from the house. So I'm not going to go out there. Thank you, Jan, for those stars. I appreciate it. All right. So yeah, I'm going to need 2 hands to do all my chores. Plus I want to get a coat on. It's a little chilly. Grayson. He's only like 3 years old, but look at him. He looks so old. He is such a good dog. He'll sit with his sit with the mama goats and help lick off the babies. The best dog ever. And he's ginormous. He's a big old guy. Aren't you a big old guy? Aren't you a big old guy? Hi, buddy. Oh. Hugs and kisses to everybody. Oh. Maisie gets so excited. Maisie, you get so excited. She just wants to fetch. That's all she always wants to do. She's a retriever. Want to fetch a pine cone? You want to fetch a pine cone? Want to fetch a pine cone? Go get it. Oh. Awesome. I'm going to have to go back and read some of these comments because I obviously didn't read everything going on here. Got to go check and make sure all the big goats are okay. They're over here. I'm probably going to lose signal over here. Can't really go in too close. I'm just looking to make sure everyone's up on their feet. They all look good. Everyone looks good. How about in that log there? That's an old sycamore tree. Yeah, it's a noisy farm. If you don't like farm noises, you don't want to be my neighbor. Sorry to say. Alright guys, I think everyone's alive. Yeah, you could bring a wheelchair on the property. Here, let's walk around the house. See, this is smooth. Goes around, you could get down to there. And this is the driveway. There's no fence. Might be a little bumpy for you, but definitely fine. I'm gonna walk around the house here. Yep, actually, I mean, it's messy, but this is an old plaster house from the 1800s. Showed you guys that yesterday. Just walking around. And we'll go say hi to the koi fish real quick. And then, oh, I do mess with hoses when I try to unclog this drain here. I use the hose for pressure. Now this is that 10-foot deep thing that has all my koi in it. Would love to drop my phone in there. I'd have to swim to the bottom to get it out. Alright, I am going to sign off, everyone. I appreciate you for... wait, go back. I'm going to sign off. I appreciate everybody for joining me on today's broadcast of 7-Eleven Animal Heaven. This is only my second day doing it. If you guys enjoy, go ahead and subscribe and like and follow us on Facebook and YouTube. Love to provide more content for everyone, and I'd love to continue to make this my full-time job. Stars are helpful, donations are helpful, watching my YouTube videos is helpful. You know, and then coming to visit the farm. Right? All right. See you later. Signing off. Bye-bye.